And then remainder. In the end, what we're doing here is this is basically the sensitivity of that organ to radiation. So the thyroid or bone surfaces, we'd say, are 0.03 or 3%. Then this is going to be 12 or 0.15, 15%, 0.25. And then if you add all of these up, what do we get here?
Well, okay.
We have 0.03 plus that is 0.5, 0.3, 0.3 plus 0.25. I feel like I'm missing something here. I'm sorry. That's why. Each of these are.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. It's not together. The thyroid is 0.03. The bone surface is 0.03. I just put them on the same level because they're the same number. I put them in the same
Gotcha.
line.
Bone marrow.
0.7.
We have bone marrow. and We have 0.12. But what we missing? Bone marrow and what?
Why did I do that?
Lung.
Bone marrow and lung.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew.
I just knew that gonads was the worst.
Most sensitive, you mean, right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Worst.
And
yeah.
sorry, this would
It's
be-
the worst, just don't ever do it.
Stay
So
away from the gonads.
basically, what we say here is that in the end, this has to total 1 or 100%, because we're splitting this up into different how sensitive each body part is in relation to another body part
Okay.
or another organ. So after we split up into thyroid, bone marrow, lung, breast, and gonads, then the rest of it we kind of say, the remainder is 30%. So that's why.
And when you say percent, percent of, like
For
percent.
the weighting factor.
Yeah, the weighting factor. So
Okay.
if you could just put in 0.03. So what's going to end up happening is when you get an exposure, we're talking about. I guess I should have explained this earlier. We're talking about when we talk about effective dose, we're talking about you get dose to a particular organ, right? But then we're going to equate that to a whole body exposure.
Okay.
So we're saying, if say you get an exposure just to the lung, we can't say that 100 gray in the lung is equivalent to 100 whole body.
Right.
Really, we have to equate it. If we want to say if you got that exposure over your entire body, we'd have to weight it by 12%. And then you'd say, well, what did? All right, let's find an actual example. It'll be easier to actually walk through one.